What's happening, guys? I'm out. Fancied a little burn, so I thought I'd take you with me. Lucky you guys. So yeah, we're out in the Vapor. Lovely cockpit here. Got a brand new Olight on here, which is Olight's new all TY 2000. It's 2000 lumen light. Nice little OLED display. I'll do another video about this. It's got kind of like an OLED display on the top of it, which basically just shows you your battery, your state of charge, and also how long it's running for, or how long you've got burn time left, which is pretty cool. It's a lovely light though, really good. I'll see if I can, yeah, look, try and get it off while I'm going along. It's got a twist mount on here. It's not going to work, is it? Right, here you go. Yeah, so you might be able to see this if I sort of put it towards the camera. You can see the lens, not the lens, you've got like a sort of cob thing on the front of it, and two different kind of beams, so it really is quite efficient. I think the longest run time I think I've seen on it when I've had it on like one of the lower power settings is probably about like it's saying like 10 hours or something like that, and it still seemed pretty bright. Anyway, it's saying 10 degrees, ain't warm, certainly feel it now. Summer's over, man, summer's over. Well, it was over a long time ago really. So this is a little 6 mile stretch over to, I think it's Welling Garden City. This is like another old railway line. Nice little time for a little e-bike ride. We're going to rinse that 6 miles. I say it's going to go so flipping quick. Vapor's running lovely though. Quite a few of you have been interested in doing the Phaserunner controllers now. We sell them via our store, so if you buy them for our store, they're about the same price with the shipping cost. We just get a bit of commission, so it's kind of like, you know, if you want to help us out, then do that. If not, just order it from Grin directly. It makes no difference. You're still going to get the same product. If anything, doing it our way, you're going to, obviously, if you order it from somewhere in the UK, you're just going to get probably the V2 stock, unless they've ordered new stock in. But you're guaranteed to get the latest stock if you order from us anyway. Oh, there's a lovely little sheep there, chasing me along it's running alongside the fence. So, oh, welcome back to winter and the flipping mud. So smooth this thing though. When you're on the old, when you're on the rough, like with these tyres. I mean, Steve's burnt a flipping lot of tread off these blooming tyres, messing around when he was having a go on this. Thanks, Steve. But I've still got plenty left. They'll do me they'll do me for the winter anyway. At least I'll probably change back over for the next summer. Thanks. So yeah, with the Phaserunner, running Phaserunners, we're thinking of basically putting together some kits with Phaserunners kind of in. I'm not sure how this is going to work yet because we ship from multiple places, so it is going to be one of those things where we're going to have to work this through a little bit. But yeah, I think the idea is to have like a Phaserunner. So for those of you who don't know, the Phaserunner is basically a speed controller, which is pretty advanced and pretty game changing for the e-bike world. You can basically pair them up with pretty much any. Oh, look at this, nice little old station, coal green. I love these like kind of old train lines. But yeah, the idea is you can pair them up with hub motors, mid-drive motors, anything basically, and it gives you a very smooth, high power as well. You can run about 5,000 watts up to about 5 kilowatts. Is it 4 kilowatts or 5 kilowatts? I think I've got as high as about 5 kilowatts with 96 amp phase current, which means crazy torque. So if you want to upgrade your kind of setup, Phaserunner is a great way to do it. The only trouble is with the Phaserunner, it's not straightforward at the moment to connect them to a motor. You know, you've got to do some wiring yourself. You've got to be able to either solder or, you know, be competent in changing plugs and stuff. So yeah, basically it's a very worthwhile thing of doing, because you can get a bit more top speed out of your setup as well, even without increasing your battery voltage. So yeah, no, it's good. And you've seen them on Steve's and Neil's bikes in my videos. So yeah, it's a good way to increase the power, and also it makes things a lot smoother. Makes everything a lot smoother, more efficiency, uses less power, so you can get longer range. Neil's got around 60 miles running very, very sort of conservative power on a hub motor, 1500 watt hub motor. So that's pretty good. The only thing is, you don't get a display. You have to either buy a cycle analyst, which look a bit dated these days in my opinion. They're great, but they look a bit dated. You've either got to use a Phaserunner, or you've got to yeah, well, there's not another way of doing it at the moment, but we are working at the moment on an app which will run on an Android smartphone for that, basically. Hang on a minute, which one am I supposed to be going? We'll go straight on. So yeah, basically that will be coming soon, and yeah, it should be really, really good actually, because you should be able to change the settings change the Phaserunner settings, switch profiles, all sorts of stuff. It will be good for that, definitely. Don't know this one at all, but pretty nice. It's got a nice bit of tarmac. Can't go wrong. As soon as we work this out, it will be connected. There will be a little Bluetooth adapter that will plug into the back of the speed controller, and then it'll allow the Phaserunner to talk to your smartphone directly, and you know, you'll have a nice dashboard on the smartphone. It's been needed for a while to have some kind of decent display. Great thing of the Phaserunner is it spits out all of the information you need. So to create a display that will have just speed and your power output, your range. I really want to get like a range meter on there, which will show you your range in real miles, based on, you know, how much amp hour you've taken out of the battery and everything else. Because that's the other thing with the other kits and stuff. They, you know, obviously they're great and they're brilliant for getting going, but you do need to you do need a real accurate kind of battery gauge if you're going to start pushing the boundaries of the range, because otherwise you could just end up having a situation where you're run out of power. So that's a good thing for having, even if it's just like your energy that you've taken out of the battery just ticking up as you're going along. Even that is just you know, game changing, because it allows you to, you know, see how much battery you've got left. So by that I mean like your amp hours as you're riding along, it's sort of ticking up or ticking down. So this is a 17 amp hour battery. As you're riding along, it will just tick down basically, so you can actually see how much energy you've got left in the battery. And I think, you know, those sorts of controllers that sort of setup is going to be, you know, what's going to be the kind of benchmark standard, I think, going forward. Right, where are we going now then? Right, bloody things. Right, okay, back in super view mode. Don't know what I did in linear mode, this GoPro. This is cool. I'm liking this. I'm going to end up hitting something in a minute. It's probably a dog. Oh yeah. Nice. Front's out. Whoa. Right, so you see this, what's happened now, basically, if I get this camera a better angle, what's happened is that no throttle. So every now and again you get this issue where the Phaserunner will basically, it just loses sync because we're running it in sensorless mode. Or has it? No, it's actually batteries on. Phaserunner's on. Yeah, no, so I did it too quick. I was getting a bit worried then. Right, yeah, so it kind of loses sync and then it will just go. What it does is if you plug in a laptop to it, it will actually be saying there's a phase current overload. And I've tried lots of different things to try and resolve this, but every now and again it will just do it. It doesn't do it often. When it does, it's a bit annoying, but you just reset the controller with, just turn the power from the battery off, back on again. So it's not a big deal. It's something to be aware of if you are doing these sort of more kind of hot Phaserunner setups or using them sensorless. You won't get that problem if you're using censored motors. And the reason why I'm not using sensor motors, as you know if you've watched the other videos, my other videos, is that this motor doesn't have conventional Hall sensors, so you can't. The standard Bafang M620 has like a Hall sensor chip which is built into the controller that's actually the original controller. And right, let's go here. Yeah, that Hall sensor chip picks up a signal from, or picks up from a magnet which is actually on the, I think it's like a drive shaft or something. So that's how it gets its thing, gets its position. But you can't reuse that if you're using the Phaserunner. You can't really reuse that setup because it's part of the controller. So here you go, lovely field. Oh my god, how good would this be for a bit of FPV? Is this a school field or something? This looks like it's a normal playing field, doesn't it? But yeah, that'd be so good for FPV with all those all the goalposts and stuff. I've got something knocking on the old, got a bit of some sort of stone or something. Playing fields, nice. Oh look, there's a stone. Right, back on the old train track. I'm going back. I'm flipping freezing. I tell you what, this is not enjoyable at the moment. 10 degrees. That's the only trouble when you're not actually doing any work. That looks pretty cool up there. What's that? Let's hook around. Looks like it could be a laugh. Nice bit of waste ground. Something. Oh! Stick to the dry. Back through here. So you can get quite a good speed in that last gear. on this, because you're using the field weakening thing where it just gives you a bit more RPM. So like normally, you know, you'd have to go through the gears on something like this to actually get a decent top speed, but I'm not in the highest gear, or the lowest gear, so I need to stop right there. Got some killer brakes on there as well. 203mm brake discs. That's all you need really. Let's get this done. People do look at me a little bit funny because I've got the crash helmet on, but it's the full face helmet. So you do get some funny looks, but I'll tell you what, this has saved my head. Saved my head a couple of times, these helmets. Definitely need to wear one, guys. Full face all the way. Don't think you can wear just a, well, I mean, you can just use like a skull cap if you're just not going crazy, but chances are you're going to whack your jaw. Saying 10 degrees on the Garmin, flipping feels colder than that, I tell you. Gone are the days of cruising around in a vest and shorts. Oh, it's a little bit sketchy. That's why you need those. Need these 2.8 wides tyres just to get that. You'd be sliding all over the place if you had thin little wheels. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little burnage. Just a little quick one, just to get you a little fix for the e-bike madness. We'll be back again soon. May do another live stream on Monday, Q&A. That went down pretty well actually, so yeah, I might do that. Oh, hang on, is it here? I might need to go down there. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Look at there, suitably muddy. That's acceptable to me. I'm going to catch you later.